Are you struggling with the Praxis Elementary Education Science 5005 exam? Are you worried about remembering all those key concepts? Then this video is going to make it simple and manageable. Hi, I'm Selena, a teacher with over 20 years of experience and a test prep expert with Study.com. In this video, we'll cover the essential science topics like earth science, life science, and physical science. Let's jump into some practice questions from the Praxis Elementary Education Science 5005 exam. And be sure to stick with me until the end for key test-taking strategies that can make all the difference. Let's get started. Which type of rock forms when molten material cools and solidifies? A. Sedimentary, B. Metamorphic, C. Igneous, or D. Fossiliferous. Let's walk through the process of elimination. A. Sedimentary is incorrect. These form from compaction of sediments, not cooling magma. B. Metamorphic is incorrect. These are formed under heat and pressure, but not from molten material. D. Fossiliferous is incorrect. This is a type of sedimentary rock, not formed from magma. The correct answer is igneous. Igneous rocks form from the cooling and solidification of magma or lava. What tool is commonly used to measure atmospheric pressure? A. Anemometer, B. Thermometer, C. Barometer, or D. Hygrometer. A. Anemometer is incorrect. This measures wind speed, not pressure. B. Thermometer is incorrect. This measures the temperature. D. Hygrometer is incorrect. This measures humidity. The correct answer is barometer. Barometers measure air pressure used in forecasting. What causes the apparent change in constellations seen in the night sky over several months? A. The tilt of the Earth's axis. B. Earth's rotation on its axis. C. The precession of Earth's poles. Or D. Earth's revolution around the sun. A. Tilt of axis explains seasons, not constellation shift. B. Rotation explains day and night changes, not seasonal ones. C. Precession occurs over thousands of years, not months. The correct answer is D. Earth's revolution around the sun. Earth's orbit changes our view of the stars across seasons. Which organelle is responsible for producing energy in the form of ATP in animal cells? A. Ribosome, B. Chloroplast, C. Mitochondrion, or D. Nucleus. A. Ribosome is incorrect. This builds proteins, not energy. B. Chloroplast is incorrect. This produces energy in plants, not animal cells. D. Nucleus is incorrect. This stores the DNA. It's the control center of the cell, but doesn't make energy. The correct answer is C. Mitochondrion. Mitochondria convert food molecules into ATP. In a food chain, which type of organism is always the first level? A. Herbivore, B. Producer, C. Omnivore, or D. Carnivore. A. Herbivores, they eat producers, but not the first level. C. Omnivores, they eat both plants and animals, not the base. D. Carnivores, they eat animals higher up in the food chain. The correct answer is B. Producer. Producers make energy via photosynthesis. A child inherits dimples from one parent, but not the other. This is an example of which type of genetic trait? A. Dominant, B. Recessive, C. Codominant, or D. Polygenic. B. Recessive would require both parents passing the gene. C. Codominant means both traits show up. D. Polygenic means traits are controlled by many genes, such as height. The correct answer is A. Dominant. Only one allele is needed to express a dominant trait. Which of the following is an example of a physical change? A. Burning wood, B. Resting iron, C. Melting ice, or D. Baking bread. A. Burning wood is a chemical reaction producing new substances. B. Rusting iron is a chemical oxidation. D. Baking bread involves irreversible chemical changes. The correct answer is C. Melting ice, a state change that does not alter chemical composition, going from a solid to a liquid. Which unit is used to measure force? A. Watt, B. Newton, C. Joule, or D. Ampere? A. Watt measures power, C. Joule measures energy, D. Ampere measures electric current. The correct answer is B. Newton. Newtons measure force. Force equals mass times acceleration. A ball is dropped from a height and falls freely. Which force is primarily acting on it? A. Friction, B. Magnetism, C. Gravity, or D. Air resistance? A. Friction applies when surfaces rub. B. Magnetism is irrelevant here. D. Air resistance is a secondary force, not primary. The correct answer is C. Gravity. Gravity accelerates objects downward. A teacher wants to help students understand the importance of forming hypotheses. Which activity best demonstrates this? A. Memorizing the steps of the scientific method. B. Predicting which liquid evaporates fastest and testing it. C. Watching a video about scientists. Or D. Reading a textbook section on data collection. A. Memorization. This is passive and not application. C. Watching videos is informative but not inquiry-based. D. Reading. This builds knowledge but not scientific practice. The correct answer is B. Predict and test evaporation. This involves forming and testing a hypothesis. A class is studying how plastics impact the environment. Which instructional strategy best connects science, technology, and society? A. Listing types of plastics. B. Diagramming polymer structures. C. Researching solutions for plastic pollution. Or D. Testing density of plastics in water. A. Listing. This is surface level, not application. B. Diagramming polymers. This is chemistry focused, not societal impact. D. Testing density. This is a good lab skill, but not societal link. The correct answer is C. Researching solutions. This connects science learning with real-world applications. Why is replication important in scientific experiments? A. To confirm results are reliable. B. To make experiments shorter. C. To use more variables. Or D. To avoid controls. B. Shorter is incorrect. Replication takes more time. C. More variables is incorrect. Replication doesn't change design. D. Avoid controls is incorrect. Controls are still necessary. The correct answer is A. To confirm reliability. Replication ensures findings are not chance results. A teacher wants to demonstrate erosion to students. Which activity would be most effective? A. Reading about river valleys. B. Pouring water over sand in a tray. C. Watching a mountain video. Or D. Worksheet on soil layers. A. Reading. This is abstract and less engaging. C. A video. This is visual, but it is not interactive. D. A worksheet. This involves recall, not conceptual thinking. The correct answer is B. Water over sand demonstration. This is a hands-on activity that models erosion clearly. Students are learning about photosynthesis. Which classroom strategy best supports understanding? A. Memorizing the equation. B. Using a plant to show oxygen bubbles under light. C. Reading about glucose molecules. Or D. Taking notes on plant anatomy. A. Memorization. This allows for shallow knowledge. C. Reading. This is abstract, not observed. D. Anatomy notes. This is structure, not function. The correct answer is B. Oxygen bubble experiment. This is direct evidence of photosynthesis. Which of the following is the best example of how science and technology have improved human health? A. Discovery of constellations. B. Invention of telescope. C. Development of vaccines. Or D. Classification of species. A. Constellations relate to astronomy, not health. B. Telescope is a scientific tool, not health-related. D. Classification. This is knowledge of biodiversity, not health impact. The correct answer is C. Development of vaccines. Vaccines prevent diseases and save lives. Now that you've worked through some practice questions, let's take a closer look at what this part of the Praxis Elementary Education Science 5005 exam is really measuring. This competency assesses your understanding of core scientific concepts across physical science, life science, and earth science. You'll see questions that test everything from energy and matter, ecosystems, and the solar system to how students engage in hands-on investigations and use evidence to draw conclusions. As you saw in the practice problems, strategies like using process of elimination, watching for context clues in science vocabulary, and breaking down questions into what do I know, what is being asked can really help. Keep practicing these approaches and remember, you're not just being tested on science facts, but also on how well you can model scientific thinking and guide students to explore the world through evidence and reasoning. Thanks for sticking with me through these Praxis Elementary Education Science 5005 exam practice questions. By working through these examples, you've already taken a big step toward mastering the test. Keep practicing, stay confident, and remember, you're building both your science knowledge and your test-taking skills every time you review. And for even more detailed practice strategies and customizable study materials, head over to study.com and check out our Praxis Elementary Education Science 5005 study course. It includes full-length practice exams, hundreds of authentic practice questions, and short video lessons to keep you studying focused. Best of all, those who use study.com boast a 92% pass rate. With our resources, you'll know exactly what to expect on test day. Got questions or need help with another competency? Drop it in the comments. We would love to hear from you. If this video helped you, give it a like and a subscribe for more targeted test prep. Good luck.